The worst intimate experience I have ever had was with a goth girl. A few years ago, in my freshman year of college, I had my first intimate experience with a girl. I use that word lightly, as I have fooled around here and there before throughout high school. Typical 16-year-old bumping and grinding, but nothing serious. I met this hot goth chick during my first semester, and for me it was love at first sight. She was gorgeous, about 5'3" with dyed black hair and piercing blue eyes. I was a typical gamer guy. We were a match made in heaven. At least, we should have been. We went on our first date. At some point, while I was laughing, I knocked my glass of water over onto the tablecloth. The thing shattered. A piece caught itself in my skin. I winced, pulling it out. It wasn't a big one, hardly visible with the naked eye, but it hurt like a female dog. She just stared at me. When I told her I had to go wash it off, she nodded at me, licking her lips, gaze fixed towards my hand. I thought nothing of it. In hindsight, I probably should have. Later that night, I took her back to my dorm with me. It was everything you would have imagined. We got to grinding, kissing, bumping, stripping. Eventually, she had me pinned to the mattress. She told me she wanted to go down on me. I froze for a moment, scared, but eventually said yes. I watched her free me from my boxers and then, well, she went about her thing. There should be a law against getting into it with goth chicks. It was pleasant, at first. But I had an epiphany. I always knew she was a bit moody, being goth and all, but I didn't know she was into pain play as well. I learned this the hard way when she bit down really hard as I was pulling out, dragging her incisors on my PP and tearing through skin. She was way into it and started licking up the blood. I had the most confusing climax I've ever had in my entire life. Then I had a lot of pain, and cried for about 15 minutes as she tried to bandage it up. And told me to, quote, suck it up, it isn't that bad. She explained to me that she believed she was a vampire. I told her I believed she was my ex. I kicked her out of my dorm and never talked to her again.